Well, now Gazelman's hurt.
Yeah, hamstring.
And Ron Darling wasn't happy about it.
Lost his mind. And he's right.
He said, this is the quote from, this is during the broadcast, right? He said, get the trainers in a room with some of the old trainers and people who took care of baseball players and how to keep them healthy, and get them in a room and try to tap into their knowledge on how to train baseball players. Not weightlifters, not six-pack wearers, baseball players.
Well, back in the day, they were six-pack drinkers, not wearers. No, he's right.
But he's right. He said that they're doing a disservice to million-dollar athletes they're paying. It's a joke to watch this happen every night. The Yankees have had a lot of injuries. The Mets obviously have had their injuries. Is this a training issue?
Well, their head strength coach is a football trainer.
Right.
It's not baseball.
Right.
And actually, I think this was, I don't know where I heard it, but I agree with it 100%, is that the whole philosophy, do your thing, do your own thing.
Yeah.
So each guy after a season has different things that he's hoping to achieve, right? And you got Cespedes with, Mendoza, 990-pound squats. You got, Thor coming back 17 pounds heavier because he wants to throw over 100 miles an hour consistently. So those are their personal goals. It's up to the organization to say, no, listen, we need to keep you healthy.
Right.
We don't need you putting on 17 pounds of muscle. We have to train you a certain way to make sure you can last 162 games.
It's more about flexibility and durability.
Some of the injuries you can't avoid, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But, to have it happen so consistently for the New York Mets.
Did Roger
all
Clemens
soft
start
tissue.
this? Did this start with Clemens? Clemens was a guy that wasn't he like really all about working out? He mostly was lower body.
He was all lower
with
body.
The legs.
Yeah, lower body and flexibility. I think when you're a young kid, you're more concerned about how you look as opposed to how functional you are. You saw the pictures of Tom Brady with the sumo wrestlers with the shirt off. It wasn't,
It's not pretty.
It wasn't impressive.
No.
But, Eli Manning, is his body impressive? No. He's never hurt.
Right.
So I think there's a different way to train, and as you get older, you realize that, but it's a commitment. Being the training you need to do to make sure you maintain your health throughout a season is not fun. Dude, I'm telling you, it's like
the games are supposed to be fun.
All the things that you miss about being a professional athlete, it's those other things that when guys like, I don't want to go to training camp, I just want to play games. That's the fun part. All the stuff you have to do leading up to the game, that's work.
Of course.
You're in the gym and you're doing these stupid things where you're laying on your stomach and you're activating your glutes and you don't see the results of that.
It's one thing, bench press, you kind of you can feel it.
Yeah, you got to
pump,
when you're doing, you feel good.
Yeah, but when you're doing, you're throwing the weights down, just walking around. But when you're doing the stuff you're talking about, whether it's core strength, whether it's flexibility, you have no idea, right?
Well, because
when you're done doing yoga, do you go wow, I feel awesome? No, you feel loose.
Mentally, you feel good, but you don't feel like you necessarily got a great workout.
Right. You're not ready to take on the world.
No,
you're ready to take a nap.
Bikram, where it's aqua yoga because you're just sweating everywhere and the teacher almost falls when you sweat. Then you feel like you did something. But no, I'll never forget. So when I try to make my comeback, I'm up in Toronto, and when they say core, it's not sit-ups. It's not like hanging leg raises where you're actually going to see your abs in the mirror and be like, wow, I look good.
Right.
It's they got me. So it's a blood pressure cuff.
Okay.
And he puts it under your back, and you press it, and you got to keep the pressure at a certain thing and hold it. And it's the most tedious, stupid thing. And you're just looking at the gauge, okay, keep it here. And he's like, okay, relax. And I'm like, what do we? He's like, no, you need this. I'm like, for what?
Right.
What do I need this for? He's like, oh, it's gonna keep you healthy. I'm like,
that's one of those things that in 6 weeks you'll feel it, but you got to get through the 6 weeks first.
Once you start skating, you're like, wow, I feel pretty good. He's like, you can't do bench press, you can't do this. And you're like, well, what am I going to look like?